So, good afternoon, everyone. This is your digital electronics lab. In this lab, we are going to discuss about your new experiment, and the experiment is your what we can say a particular case of multiplexer. Although when we perform this in your lab, we normally use a typical IC for multiplexer. But right now, as I have already discussed in the previous labs, we don't have access for students to use those ICs at their homes. So we are resorting to this particular methodology. So here you can find out that we are having your practical list. So in this, we are now doing this particular experiment, your experiment number 9 in this, although it is 8. So here you can see we are having this experiment that 1:4 multiplexer and 4:1 multiplexer using NAND and OR gates. So theory and procedure you already know. So now I'm focusing on 4:1 multiplexer. So as far as your 4:1 multiplexer is being concerned, what are the various things as far as your 4:1 multiplexer is being concerned is this is your multiplexer. These are your pins that can be used for data, and these are selection lines. So using this selection lines, the data on any of these lines can be represented at the output. So now I will be showing you people this, that how we are actually going to get this in the actual scenario. So the first thing you are supposed to do is switch on the power supply. So now your power supply is on. So now what are selection lines actually selecting? So this is selection line 0, this is selection line 1. So both of them are off. So that means selection lines are at 0, 0. So 0, 0 means this particular data will be transferred. So right now the data on D0, this is D0, is 0. So 0 is there. So I'm making it 1. So you can see. And if I'm turning on any other switch, you can see I'm not getting any output. I'm getting output only when this particular data is high. So here you can see this is your data. Sorry, this is your selection line 0, 0, and this is your data. So if this data is high, this is high. If this data is low. So now I'm selecting one more. So this is 0, 1. So 0, 1 means this particular pin will be selected D1. So here you can see if I am putting data high, this output is high. And there is no other effect. If this is on, or this is on, or this is on. So basically what is happening, we are actually selecting the data from input to the output with the help of these selection lines. So here you can see this is another pin configuration when both are 1. So both are 1, that means this will be selected and routed to the output. So here you can see this is high. So yes, this is high. If this is low, this is low. And if any of other data lines are high, there is no effect on the output. So this is a quite a simple practical. You can check the data and then add this. So you can clearly see these are selection lines. This is your output data. And now this is output data is 1 and this is 1. So this is how you can test the multiplexers. So now we will be checking the another device, that is your 1:4 demultiplexer. So demultiplexer is opposite. So now using this particular selection configuration, we are applying particular data. So the data, if data is 1, then based on the configuration, this data can be routed to the output. So here you can see this is data, these are the outputs. So if I'm making it 1 1, you can see how data is actually being transferred. So here, so when selection line is giving 0 0, the data is at this. When 0 1, data is at this. When 1 0, data is at this. And when 1, data is at this. So whatever data is at the input will be provided to the particular output. So demultiplexer and multiplexer are having extensive applications as far as your electrical engineering concerned, to select the particular line, to give access of the channel to the particular medium, and later on deconverging it, converging, deconverging. So they have extensive applications. So I hope you get some idea about this particular practical, and you can easily do this practical from in your practical notebook. So these are the various configurations by which this is actually being performed. So you are supposed to design the block diagram using these gates, and your circuit diagram using these gates to give the exact idea. Exactly, it is a little bit different. So for demultiplexer, here you can see, okay, I will show you on some white screen in the later half of the lecture. So now I will tell you how you can actually make the circuits, because in your file you are not able to make the ICs as it is. So suppose you are going to make a demultiplexer. So in demultiplexer you are having multiple inputs and output is routed to the one output. So here you can see you are using some particular gate. Let it be NAND gate or AND gate. And how many inputs are there? You are having 4 inputs. So you are having 4 gates. So here you can see these are my selection lines. This is one selection line. This is another selection line, S1 and S0. So here you can see. So I'm adding inverter here. So this becomes S1 bar. This becomes S0 bar. So as far as your first device is being concerned, both are 0. So I'm directly giving connection to this here and here. Now I'm putting one more NAND gate here, AND gate here, and here I am having data. So whatever may be the data will be reflected to the this, because so yeah, this is your NAND gate. So if both of them are low, then what happens? This is giving you high output. So then your data will be at the output. Whatever may be the data will be the output. So accordingly, data from this, you will be having converging this one OR gate and using this another OR gate, and then we join together the entire data to get this at the output. So whatever your data here will be routed to the output with the help of selection lines. For this, so you are doing the entire thing so that this can be on. So it can be implemented with any gates. It's not mandatory that you are supposed to get these gates only. You are free to use any circuit, innovative circuit, but you should understand what is the basic thing for a multiplexer, because to you, The multiplexer is just this block diagram. You are having selection lines. These are the input lines, and you are getting this at the output. So these are the selection lines. So what is inside this? This entire thing is inside the thing. This is your data. So accordingly, this block diagram is being represented with this particular circuit representation using logic gates. So that's all as far as this particular practical is being concerned. So if you have any doubt, you are free to